So in this video, I'll talk about this one interesting thing, and um, that is why these poor people are always poor. What's wrong with them? So from my consideration, I actually have seen this a lot, and I have seen these poor people are always poor. The reason is I have got two reasons, and one reason is these people are instant profit oriented. They always finds their instant profit. This is number one from my point of view. And second thing is these people are kind of lazy. Their laziness is different, but they're lazy. I'll explain this in a while. So first thing is these people are instant profit oriented. What does it mean? This means they are kind of they are not far-sighted. Their point of view, their outlook is not strong. They do not see far from themselves, and they always wants to get some instant profit, instant benefit from whatever they have in their life, whatever they see in their life. They always want it right now. So they don't have time to wait, kind of like this. And these people, what they does this, and these people, in the most of the time, you will see poor people's children also. They also goes to the goes to work with these people in their farmland, or in their or sometimes these people send their kids to work in some other places as a helping hand for others, like helper kind of. Then they become that worker someday. They become the worker someday. But my point is, in this country, in Bangladesh, education is kind of free. Why these people is not sending their kids in the schools, colleges? What's wrong? Why these people are not sending their kids to the school and colleges? Because they do not have food to feed these kids. The education is free. Books, government is giving them books free. So why these people is not sending them to the school and colleges? Even in the college also, books are not. In most of the government places, the expense for education is very, very low here. Expense for education. If you are not sending them to some luxury places, there are some luxury places also. It's up to you. Luxury places you do not have to send them. The basic education in the country is almost free. So why these people are not? These people are not sending their kids to the school and colleges. The reason is these people likes instant benefit. If they send their kids to work in some other place, then they do not have to feed them first. Then in 1 year, 2 years, they will start earning money. They will start sending money to them. That is the reason. These people are very things. They think they are very clever, and they see the instant benefit. Then that's why they send their kids. Okay, go to work. Go and do some work. And when you earn money, then send us. Send us the money. We have to eat. These people are so greedy. These people are really, really greedy. And they like the instant benefit. They forget, if they send their children to the school, colleges, they will get the education. Then they will be able to do some very their life will be interesting. They will accomplish a lot. They will be able to accomplish a lot of things in their future. They forget about that, but they do not have to. Maybe they know it, but they do not have that time to wait that long, because they like the instant benefit, and they are greedy. They don't want to wait that long. That's why they don't send their kids to the schools and colleges. And that's why these poor kids, they become poor in their whole life. They do not get the light of education. And these poor kids, eventually, as they do not have education, sometimes they do not have the power to think. They do not know what is right. They do not know what is wrong. Their life becomes miserable. Sometimes these poor kids, when they grow up, they become the liability of the society in some sense. They does all the crimes in the society, and the unrest in the society, the anarchy in the society is created by these people, those who do not understand it. There are some other factors also related to it, but this is done by these people because they do not understand. That's why they are very easy to use. I mean, other people can use them very nicely because they have no understanding about the right or wrong. And the right or wrong, these things they cannot differentiate because they do not have education, and they do not have education because of their parents. Their parents were greedy, their parents were poor, and that's why now they are also poor. They are poor. And they will remain poor forever unless or until they change this system. Second thing these poor people are lazy. Some people will not agree with this because when they look at this situation, they think like these poor people are not lazy because we can see they are working hard. They are really working hard. We can see it. Some people will say like they are really working hard, and why you are saying they are lazy? I am saying because I have seen it. If you watch it closely, then you will see they are not only lazy, they are also kind of cheater to their own fortune, own luck. They are trying to cheat with their life. They do not work. Then they think they are working. They work very little, and they think they are working huge amount. They are really working hard. In most days, they work. There is no uh, uh, denying opportunity for this. They work, but the thing is, they work when they do not have food in their room, in their house. When they have food in their house, look at this closely. Then they stop working. That means in some very nice way that you will see they are not working. They are having good time because they have food in their house at that time. These people start working when there is no food in their house. They have to buy some food. Now they start working hard. They work like animal at that time. You can employ them in any kind of work at that time. And then you see, oh my God, these poor people are really, really doing very hard work. Yes, they are doing very hard work because when they had to do work, at that time they enjoyed. When there was good time for doing work, then at that time they enjoyed. They tried to enjoy life at that time. But basically, they should have done some work at that time. Some regular, they do not have any regularity in life. No regularity. They do not think about it. They should think about it very nicely. They are not in some correct way. They are not thinking it in some correct way. They have no plan for their life. These people are lazy. Why I said, once again, I have to give you more example. These people, in most cases, you will see, these people, when they have money, they do not work. They don't care anybody at that time. They feel like they are the king of their life, and they start believing it. They start behaving like that. But when there is no money in their pocket, then they start acting like they are bigger. And really they does it so. They start acting. Just few days ago, you will see, just in a few days, this difference, this juxtaposition of these two things. Just within a few days, you will see these people acted like a king the other days. Now he is acting like a beggar. He wants a job, any kind of job now he wants. The reason is these people is kind of cheating with himself. He's fooling himself. These poor people. Why? There are. I can give you more examples about this. This is true. This is true. These people are lazy, and these people, even even sometimes I am not sure if they knows it. They must know it. These people are interesting. They must know it, that they are actually they are actually not working um, when they should work. This thing is, well, if they don't change it, then their luck will not be changed. Their luck will remain where it is, and it will be as it is forever for them, because of this 2 point. One is because they want some instant profit. They are instant profit oriented, and they are lazy. I mean, let me say it once again in what I mean. I'm also a little bit uncomfortable. First one is I'm 100%. I mean, I think you will also agree with this. But the second thing, most sometimes you will say these people, I can see these people are working really hard, and why I'm saying they're not, they are lazy. They are lazy because, why I said they're lazy, because they do not work for, because they don't work because they don't work as a regular thing. They work when they have nothing to do now, when they have no other place to get money, when they have no other place to get their food. At that time they work hard. But if you give them some money, if you give them some 1 month's supply of food, you will see their behavior. They will forget everything, they will stop working. But the reality, the things should be like this. They have to think about their future. Let's my future. Think about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Let's do work every day, some work. Let's earn something, some constant income, continuous income, so that they can generate some income, so that in their hard days, when it is raining, when some other natural calamities comes, at that time they are safe. They don't have to worry about their food and other things. Basically, that should be the way. You know the thing, you know the gap, this difference. There is a huge difference between these two. One is they work hard when they do not have money. When they have money, they do not work. I mean, they do not work as long as they have money. They start consuming that thing, that money, that food. When the thing is complete, then they become, oh my god, man, oh my god, I have to do work, I have to go somewhere. Then they start doing it like this. This is not good. These poor people are always poor because of these two reasons. From my point of view, there are some other factors, other parameters also related, but I found it mostly these two things is common with everybody. I analyzed a lot, I have seen a lot, and I actually experienced many people I have experienced. There is other people. Many people will say the country is not friendly for the poor. Many people will say the country, there is corruption, there is blah blah blah. Country, government is not doing anything for these people. No, nobody is responsible for these people's misfortune. I mean, for these people as they're poor. Nobody is responsible for this. These poor people are, they themselves are responsible because of for their condition, their situation. They themselves are responsible for their situation, and it is true. They will not agree it. Even some educated fellow will also not agree with this, because they are because they are so much, kind-hearted, they shows, and they're like, oh my god, government is not doing anything for them. Government should do this. Rich people should do this. What rich people will do? What government will do? If rich people and government give them money, then they will stop working. And it's not like they will stop working for these rich people. That's not the problem. The problem is they will become lazy, and they will be they will come back to their initial state. They will not try to change their fortune. The problem is there. Of course, there will be some exception, but in many cases, in most cases, the thing is like this. If you give them money, let me give you one example. This is true story. One of my uncle one time, well, not my relative, just I'm saying uncle because I encountered with this situation and I used to call him that. Anyway, he's not my relative uncle, just uncle. So in his village, he became rich in some way, and I mean by working and blah blah blah. He was kind of, he changed his fortune. I mean, Definitely by working hard, by a huge tremendous amount of labors and other things. So in his village there was one poor man, uh, and so and one day that poor man asked him, said him, like for money and other things, so he gave. And the next year also he saw this miserable man, and he is like kind of deliverer. And so that my uncle thought, let me do something permanently for this man. So he gave him some sum of money, so that this, and not sum of money, just directly he bought him some a vehicle, not car driven, self driven vehicle, kind of rickshaw, and rickshaw kind, so that he can pull this rickshaw, and at least he now gets every day some income, so that he can buy foods for his family. After 6 months, when my uncle once again went back to the village, just for a regular visit, and then come back, and he heard that rickshaw, that person, actually that poor person, poor man, sold that rickshaw, and then all the money is finished. And what else? That there actually that poor man had a good reason to sell it, and that reason is his children, one of his kid became sick, so he has to sell it. Now you'll say he has a good reason to sell it. This poor people has. Now my point is, suppose these poor people don't have a rickshaw, then what would he do at that situation? Suppose, because he's actually, the situation should be like this: he don't have it because this is given by some other people. Why you are selling other people's thing? Other people, these people gave you this thing so that you can change your luck, you can change your fortune, you can change your miserable life, you can just upgrade it, you can get some money, you can earn some money. Then you sold it, this income generating thing, you sold it because your kid became sick. And basically that sickness was not measure something. The thing is, this man actually was looking at instant benefit. He thought, okay, this my kid is sick, now I got a good reason to sell it. You see the problem? This is true story, by the way. And if you say this is an exception, then I'll bring another example, more example. There are more examples of this kind. And I appreciate those people who are in this, who are not like this, who actually tries to change their fortune, change their luck by working hard. And I really salute those parents who sends their kids to the schools, colleges, even though they are poor, even though they could have sent them to some working place, but still they are not sending them to the working place. Instead, they are sending their kids to the schools and colleges, and their kids are getting education, and later they are putting some inputs in changing the society. I really salute them. And those people who are trying to change their life from this poor situation to come and to become more or less sustainable, then these people really deserves our bow and and hats off, and they really deserve high appreciation. And anyway, thanks for watching this. That's all.